Hey folks, this is Vint with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly check out Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. This is a game that you can find on Steam for about $25. It goes on sale sometimes. Right now it's 30% off for the next couple of days. There's also an $8 DLC that you can buy called Dimension Shellshock that introduces a survival mode, among other things. So this is a action beat 'em up kind of game. If you've played the arcade game, or maybe Turtles in Time, which was my all-time favorite Turtles game from way back in the day. Yeah, I'm one of those 80s retro kids. I watched the cartoon, I played the arcade game, I had the horrible NES rendition with that awful dam level. Oh, don't get me started on that. But then the arcade Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 for the NES came out. That was like more aligned with the actual arcade game. It wasn't great, but it was way better than the first one. Anyway, getting back to this game. You can be any of the Turtles, which is great. You can also be April O'Neil or even Splinter. There are some unlockable characters like Casey Jones, and like I said, the DLC that you can buy unlocks 2 other characters. I've never heard of them before, to be honest with you. It's like there's a rabbit and some kind of ninja lady, but I don't know either of these characters from the cartoon. I don't remember them. There's a story mode, and then there's an arcade mode. With the arcade mode, you can either play it by default, or you can go into custom game, which is what you're seeing right now. And you'll be able to adjust things to your liking. There's free play and a lot of other options to make the game a bit harder. It even turns off your special move, which is something people often complain about. The DLC Dimension Shellshock introduces a survival mode where you'll be going out and getting crystals, and then by getting these crystals, you unlock like hit points and other cool things. Even if you collect crystal sets, you'll unlock new palette skins for your different turtles. And each character has their own set of unlocks. So there's a lot of playtime here if you're one of those people that love unlocking things. In story mode, you'll see a top-down view of your level selection. This brings me back to Turtles 1 for the NES. Again, that introduces that whole dam level. You sort of drive your vehicle around the map. You pick what level you want to play. There's a lot of like hidden challenges to beat. Each level has different challenges that you have to try and beat. Collecting like VHS tapes for a particular NPC character. Little things that you can like look out for as you're beating up all the Foot Clan. And surprisingly, the game like plays exactly as I would expect it to. And what's awesome is it supports up to 6 people, I believe. We've never played it to that length, but it's one of those local like Steam remote play deals. So if one person owns this game, you could have, in theory, 5 other people join you for free. Like, that is awesome. I mean, the amount of playtime that you could possibly get out of that. I will say, even having just 2 people on the screen at once can get a little crazy. I mean, keep in mind I'm old and my reflexes are slowing down and it's hard for me to keep track of things. You youngsters don't have any problem with that, of course. But as an old person, just be warned that the more like players that help you in co-op, the the more chaotic it gets, the harder it is to keep track of things. Your characters do level up in this game. They're called power levels. By creating combos and doing all sorts of cool things like beating levels very quickly, just doing things well will earn you points. And by in getting these points, you increase your power level, and your max power level is 10. And with every power level that you go up, you unlock something new, whether it be like more hit points, a special like move, or I don't know. I don't have a list of all of them, but each of the different turtles and each of the different characters that you can be has their own level up system up to level 10, and they unlock cool things as they go. So that's really cool as well. Like the drive for me to play as every single character in this game and level them up all the way to 10 just to see how strong they can get is really cool. And each has their own move set. They have their own stats. Like Donatello has that bow, the staff, so he's got that large reach, but he's slow. Whereas like Leonardo is more well-rounded. And then there are some other characters that feel just Like the one lady I unlocked with the DLC, she's like this ninja character. I don't know who she is, but she I don't know what it is, but playing as her is so satisfying. I feel so powerful playing as her. I don't know. It's just I don't know. Anyway, you'll find a couple of characters that you get attached to, and you'll just have a great time with it. And the combat in this game is incredible. It's so satisfying. And this is coming from someone that mashes buttons. There is a move list. There are different, you can run, you can press this button while you're running to do this and that. But like, again, the older I get, the less memory I have. So I typically just mash buttons and I still have a fun time doing it. So it'll appeal to both like you button mashers out there and the people that actually have skill and can, press the right button at the right time and get 300 combos or whatever you call it. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. And I did play the survival mode for a bit. And again, each character in survival mode does level up individually as well. And from what I can tell is you just play this, you stay still and you just beat all the enemies on the screen. And then when all the enemies are gone, you pick between two rewards. Sometimes it'll be like some kind of like character switch. Like I was able to be Rocksteady for a while, which was kind of cool. There was another, you can just earn these crystals, and upon getting all the crystals, you can move on to the next area. Like I was in Edo for a while, and then if you get enough green crystals, you move on to the next area. And yeah, you're going to die a lot, probably. I mean, if you're like me anyway. But you get stronger with each playthrough because, like I said, your characters do level up. You earn crystal shards, and in doing that, you can unlock new skins. All of that is really cool. So there's a lot of playtime to be had here. Do I recommend this game? Absolutely. The fact that you can play local and with that Steam Remote Play and have up to 6 people, I mean, that's really good. It's a great value. The amount of quarters this would have saved me in the arcade, I just can't begin to tell you. Anyway, so yes, do I recommend Shredder's Revenge? Yes. Do I recommend the DLC? Yes. Even if you are not the best at these kinds of games, even if you're an old fart like me who button mashes, you'll still have a great time. And the game does live up to nostalgia. Compared to some of the other awful renditions I've played in the past, this one's actually good. So yes, definitely check this out. If you guys haven't already, subscribe to me on Twitch and YouTube. That way you can stay up to date with any new content I happen to publish. This is Vince. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you all next time. Take care.